Hello and welcome back to another live stream on high altitude investing. Today is the 24th of July, as all of you guys know, and I'm very excited to be talking about crypto and what I think is going to happen in these markets. And it's going to be a good day. So thank you guys for tuning in and taking some time out of your day to tune into my live stream. Arthur, what is up, my friend? Arnold, thank you for tuning in. Sweet. So, let's start with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is looking bullish on the 45-minute time frame. We do have a reversal here, as you can see. We have our left shoulder here, a head right here, and our right shoulder right here. So that's an inverse head and shoulders pattern breakout on the 45-minute time frame, and we're getting ready to I believe we're getting ready to push up through resistance here on Bitcoin and start to go up higher for another leg up. So in the short term, things are looking pretty bullish for crypto. Everything's going to follow Bitcoin up as Bitcoin continues to rise, but Bitcoin dominance is looking bearish. So Bitcoin dominance did hit our major resistance. If we go to the daily candlesticks here, you can see Bitcoin dominance did hit resistance and rejected off of resistance, and we're starting to see some of the altcoins take off. If you go to CoinMarketCap and click on the 24-hour, you can see that coins like Bonk and CRV, these are the ones that are taking off over the 24-hour period. If you go to the 7-day, you can see all of the altcoins are the ones that are doing the biggest percentage gains. Bitcoin is not even on the list of growth over the past week in terms of percentage gain, at least in the top 20 coins here, right? It's on the 54th and it's ranked number 54. Bitcoin is only up 0.29% over the past week. So altcoins do look like they are gaining dominance right now in the market. They're gaining strength, which is really good for the crypto markets. It's a really good thing for the altcoins. It basically means that we're going to have a huge parabolic run in the crypto markets. This happens every single time. If you go look historically what's happened in our previous cycles, you can see that Bitcoin does good at the start of the cycle. Then towards the once the cycle starts to really pick up and get exciting and people are getting a little bit more risky, they're taking more risk, then you can see altcoins do good and Bitcoin dominance drops off a cliff. So this is really good for the crypto markets as a whole to see this happening. This means we're probably going to see a huge parabolic run for the crypto markets very soon, and it'll be super exciting. So I'm very excited about that. Operations Shutdown. Thank you for tuning in to today's live stream. Arnold. Yeah, it is good to see you again too as well. Maurice Tyrell, hey brother. BCH needs to stop playing with my emotions and blast off already. Yeah, I agree 100%, man. BCH, it just takes time. These things take time. Like I said, Bitcoin dominance is dropping off a cliff right now, and BCH is steadily climbing. If we look at the list of growth, you can see Bitcoin Cash is up 5% over the past 7 days, whereas Bitcoin is only up 0.3%. So that goes to show that Bitcoin dominance is dropping, which means that the long-awaited, much desired altcoin season is around the corner here for the crypto markets. And so I do see a big thing coming for Bitcoin Cash very soon. And yeah, it's looking really good. Big old accumulation pattern, and I believe we're going to see a huge parabolic run. We've talked about the Litecoin comparison many, many times, and my position on the bigger picture parabolic run that we're going to see in the markets. You know, instead of just like a little pump and a dump like we saw right here and right here. And those weren't little when they were happening, right? They were pretty big when they were happening. But now that we've had all this time for the market to accumulate, they look pretty, pretty small. The biggest one was 2017, which I believe we're headed into a 2017-like bull market very soon. Just before the dump, I invested $33,000. My mistake, lol. But you didn't sell, though. Yeah, if you didn't sell, who cares, right? I mean, it sucks right now, but you're gonna come out on top if you don't sell. So, getting text messages from my brother about playing video games. We've been playing Valheim and some video games together in my free time. All right. Sushi Swap. And yes, thank you, Jesus, for the donation of $2 Canadian. I appreciate that. And yes, I will cover BSV for you. In just a moment, we're going to do Sushi Swap first because of, going in line here. So Sushi Swap looks really good. If you look at Sushi Swap here, again, a lot of people see something like this and they don't understand cycles. They don't understand the way humans think, the emotions that we feel. And if you've ever witnessed a crypto cycle, you know what can happen to a chart that looks just like this, where you have a huge crash, everybody gives up on it, they think it's dead. If you've been around for a little while, you know what happens when you see this. It's a market cycle of human emotion, and especially if you can see this huge volume spike coming in right here for Sushi Swap, which is really, really good. And basically means that we're going to see a reversal. We're going to see a big parabolic run as a result of that volume spike. It looks a lot like the Bitcoin fractal of Bitcoin back in the day when I first got into crypto investing. And Bitcoin had a very similar market cycle and ABC correction is what we're seeing with Sushi Swap. So I do believe we will see a parabolic run on Sushi Swap, an extended cycle, a bigger cycle, like 2017, but longer in time, that could last all the way until 2026. That's my personal position on the crypto markets, and what I see coming for the crypto markets is a parabolic run all the way until 2029 as the connection to the stock market, because crypto is heavily connected to the stock market, and the stock market is looking ready for a blow off top all the way until 2029. So if you look at the Dow Jones, not the S&P 500, the Dow Jones is looking very strong. We're recovering with a lot of strength. Know a lot of people panic sold. They freaked out. They were like, oh no, what about all these tariffs and, all this bad stuff that's going to happen? But the stock market is looking very strong. And as I've talked and discussed in previous live streams, it actually looks a lot like the Bitcoin market cycle in 2017 just on a different time scale. So all markets are fractal in nature, and they repeat the same patterns of emotion over and over again. The only difference being on time scales, right? Whether that fractal is a week long, a month long, a year long, 100 years long, 4 years long, 10 years long. And you can see right here, the Dow Jones is set up for a parabolic run, a blow off top. And I believe crypto will run until 2029 along with the Dow Jones. And we're going to see a big blow off top basically in the world economy. And crypto will be part of that. And we're going to see a really big parabolic run on a lot of our favorite coins. So yeah, let's do some BSV analysis and check out what's going on here with old Bitcoin Satoshi's vision. So when we pull up at BSV here on the daily candlesticks, and if we're just looking at the smaller time frame here on Binance, and we don't go for the bigger picture, the chart with the more data, you can see a falling wedge pattern, which is very bullish. So watch for a breakout above the resistance of this wedge. That would lead to continuation on BSV, and with Bitcoin dominance going down, that'll be very, very good for BSV, and we could get a short squeeze. BSV is heavily shorted. A lot of people are shorting BSV. They think it's going to just go to zero. And as a result of that, we could get a very big short squeeze on BSV where the price goes parabolic and vertical because of how many people are trying to short it. Same thing that's happened a lot of different times throughout the crypto markets, including basically every bull market ever. Like if you look at 2021, like let's pull up Bitcoin here and take a look at what happened in 2021. Everybody went short on Bitcoin right here during COVID. And so because so many people went short, look how hard the market pumped afterwards, right? The market just went completely parabolic and vertical right after that dump because everybody went short. That was the COVID drop. They all thought it was going to go to zero, and the market went all the way up. So that's what a short squeeze is, and BSV is set up for a very similar sort of situation. Love content. Thank you for the donation, Michael. I appreciate the $10 donation. Node GPU. Yeah, let's check out Node. GPU, Node. Is Node OPS the same as Node GPU? Let's look into this a little bit here. Node GPU. Node OPS. Node network. Is it decentralized? Yeah, I don't know. Is it the same thing? Let me know, Michael, if Node is the same as Node GPU. I actually have no idea. OPS is different. So where can I find the ticker for Node GPU, and I'll do an analysis on that for you. Live stream on Pioneer Day and Beer Day. I'll take it. LFG, tell to all-time high. Smash those likes, fam. Rip Hulk Hogan. Thank you for tuning in, Matt Ossie. I really appreciate that. And happy Pioneer Day. I am running a sale, by the way, so if you guys want 30% off on any of the products, lifetime VIP or one-on-one coaching, you can go to my website and find those products there. The best way to get there would just be to go to Selly and go to my storefront right here, and you can see one-on-one coaching and lifetime. And if you just type in Pioneer in the coupon code, you'll get 30% off on any of those products. So just I'll just drop the link actually in the live chat, because I actually haven't even put it in the description at all. I probably should have, because people probably would have seen it and maybe bought, but yeah. Dallin, I'm going to start making videos here really soon. I'm learning from the best. Yeah, definitely go make those videos, man. I genuinely appreciate your questions in Discord about wanting to learn how to make videos and be a better YouTuber, even though you said you hadn't started yet. I appreciate your questions and your, everything you wanted to know about how to start a YouTube channel. I say go for it. Just start making videos. There's going to be days where you're on fire, and then, there's going to be harder days too. So just stick with it and you'll make it through, and it'll be a lot of fun, and you'll be financially compensated for your service to your fellow man, which is awesome. Let's see if Node GPU is something that's a stock. Node GPU? Are you like, do you want me to do a stock right now? Like, what is Node GPU? Is it on Dex Screener? Node GPU. Like, where do I find this ticker, Michael? You donated $10 to me, and I want to be able to do analysis on it. Dex Screener, I believe. Yeah, Node GPU. What's the actual ticker? Node GPU. Node. Node DAO, Node AI, Node. Yeah, you might have to find the actual ticker. See if you can find a link for it and drop it in the chat, and I'll do analysis on it for you. But if I can't find the ticker for it, I don't know how I'm going to do analysis for it. Node GPU. Maybe if I just type in Node and maybe Node AI. GPU, Node AI. This might be it. Is it Node AI? The great search of finding the right coin, right? Node AI. It says GPU. Node AI GPU. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got it. We found it. Perfect. So yeah, this actually looks really good. There's a lot of volume here on this coin. You can see significant amounts of volume down here as the price is nearing these lows. So when you see a lot of volume coming into the market at the bottom like this, that's a sign of accumulation. That's a sign of bigger whales picking up a lot of tokens. And that's exactly what I see them doing here with Node AI GPU. You can see a lot of volume. Horizontal consolidation pattern, also a very, very good sign, something you see a lot of times. What is that? That's this right here. This is a horizontal consolidation pattern. We're moving inside of a range. And once we break bullish out of that range, then you can expect more upside and more parabolic movement to come. So yeah, it looks really good. You can see an ABC correction here as well, A, B, and C. So I would just tell you, keep your faith, keep your coins. It's going to turn around, and you will see the fruition of a very profitable parabolic type of run for Node AI, Node GPU. And you can also, by the way, take a look here it is the same thing as the 2015 Bitcoin fractal. I compare this fractal a lot, and there's a reason for it. It's because, like I said, markets are fractal in nature, and the same patterns of human emotion repeat over and over again. And you can see the ABC correction here on Bitcoin is the same human psychology as what we talked about with Sushi Swap, what we're talking about here with Node AI, what we're seeing with a lot of altcoins. And so the altcoins are getting ready to do a 2017 like bull market, like what we saw in 2016 and 2017 for Bitcoin. That's what the altcoins are really prepared to do. So definitely bullish on Node AI. Maurice says, keep it up, brother. Keep sharing God's message. See you on the moon. BCH bags packed. Yeshua is king. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, I agree with you. Yeshua is king, the king of kings. Manny Miz donated $9.99. Can you do ICP? Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for the $10 donation, and I am happy to do ICP for you. And yeah, you guys are really being generous today. I appreciate all of the donations and the requests here in the chat. It really means a lot to me, and yeah, it's really awesome to see the donations coming in like that. So this is a very, very, very simple chart, ICP. We have an ABC correction here. So this is kind of a similar thing as what is going on with Theta, which we're going to talk about in just a second. Somebody requested Theta in the chat, so we're going to talk about that in just a second. But this is really the same thing that's happening in terms of the cycle. So we have an ABC correction over here. And the reason this ABC correction happened is because we broke bullish out of the falling wedge pattern and then had an ABC correction down, right? So we broke bullish, and so we had a 5-wave parabolic run here, right? A little 5-wave up, and you can even count those waves if you like. You can see wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we have our ABC correction down. And so now that we're on horizontal support for ICP, this is where you'd be looking for a bullish reversal and a turnaround on the upside for a 5-wave structure. So get ready for a turnaround here for ICP and a bull market coming on this coin. So yeah, I do believe we will see wave 3 technically, because this will be wave 1 and wave 2, and we will see wave 3 coming for ICP very soon. And now to talk about Theta as requested in the live chat. You can see the same thing happened here for Theta. So ABC correction, like here's our falling wedge, right? We have our falling wedge. Then we have our 5-wave structure here for Theta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then ABC correction down. And now we're on major horizontal support, right? And because of that, now what we're expecting is just like what we were expecting with ICP, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. So that will make this wave 1, wave 2, and our 3 wave is coming for Theta. Which, by the way, when I draw this 3 wave like this is just to show you in the immediate future what's coming, because in the bigger picture, you guys know my position on Theta is that we could go not only to a new all-time high, but between my lowest target being $50 in the bigger picture and my highest target being closer to $260 by 2029 for Theta. So that's my position on Theta. Another $10 donation. Thank you guys so much. I really genuinely appreciate all these donations. I really appreciate it. Pangu and Dog. Yeah, let's go ahead and do some analysis. I'm glad you brought up Pangu because Pangu is one that I posted in the VIP. So if you guys are members in the VIP, you know that I posted this coin as an entry somewhere around right here for wave 3. So this is breaking out of our 1 and 2 wave structure. So we have wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3. You can see we're starting to see wave 3 breaking out here. And wave 3 is always going to be bigger than wave 1. So it's very unlikely that wave 3 is over here for Pangu, Penguin coin, whatever you want to call it, for Peng. It's very unlikely wave 3 is over here. This is a little correction right here, you can see. But it's the highest probability that we continue the trend and we go for more upside for wave 3 and go higher before any real pullback. So if you're wondering if this is the local peak here, we are at a resistance level, but wave 3 is unlikely to be over here, and I personally expect more upside coming for this coin. And in the bigger picture, this is really only the start, because this is a huge W bottom right here on Pangu, and that W bottom will likely lead to a parabolic run like what we saw with Dog with Hat in our last run a while back when we had our other little mini alt season that we had. I believe Pangu could be one of those coins that does something very similar to where we have a big parabolic run in the bigger picture as a result of that, excuse me, as a result of the W bottom here on Pangu. So I'm bullish on this coin, and even if we were to pull back a little bit here, right, holding on would be the thing to do, because in the bigger picture, the crypto markets are set up for a lot more upside, and the parabolic run for this coin should be very, very big. Now let's check out Dog coin. Not Doge, I know the difference. Let's go to Dex Screener here and pull up Dog. Yes, here we go, Dog Bitcoin. And we'll do some analysis on this one as well. So this coin just got started, you guys. A lot of people have no idea what's coming for this coin. This just barely got started. This is one of those meme coins that has not had a parabolic run yet. We've saw a little bit of a run up right here, but this is a reaccumulation structure that we're seeing in the market right here. So we went parabolic a little bit here. Well, I don't know if I'd say parabolic, but we pumped up a little here, and then we're in a reaccumulation. So now the market is bouncing up and down inside of a range, and I believe we will see a bullish reversal. I'm bullish on pretty much everything right now when it comes to the crypto markets, and also at the stock market as well. And for Dog coin, I do see another parabolic run coming soon, or another pump at the very least. And because this is wave 1 and wave 2, it'll be bigger than wave 3 will be bigger than wave 1 or wave 2. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 will be bigger, and we should see a bigger, more parabolic run in our next wave here for Dog. So thank you for the request. Wrong Peng. Pangu is a different coin. Okay, yeah, let's check out Peng. My bad, I didn't even realize that there was 2 coins. Peng. All right. Maybe let's go to deck screener. Peng. Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah. So this is a different coin than Pangu, but I am bullish. Everything I said about Pangu is true. I'm bullish on Pangu. Peng here, this isn't a bigger kind of correction. It saw its pump back in March of last year, but we do have an ABC correction, so we have an A and a B and a C wave right here. So this really would be the place where if we're going to get a reversal, it's going to happen here. So if you bought this like up here, you know, maybe you bought it when it was running up and you still have some in your portfolio and you feel like it went to dust. I've had personal experiences where I bought coins that went up like way up in profit and then went all the way down to it looked like there was only like, you know, nothing left basically, and then went all the way back up higher to where I even bought at. So selling, that's why they say crypto investing, or this is famously applied in the stock market, is a game of patience. You know, the market is going to reward the people that are patient. Selling when you're down, really bad thing to do. The best thing to do is to be greedy when other people are fearful and fearful when other people are greedy. And in the case of Peng, this is definitely a place where a lot of people would be fearful as a result of this ABC correction. So we can easily see a reversal here on this coin. Don't understand why you're bullish on a 5x on Theta when you can get a better return with ICP. You know, that is a very good question. And it would really go down to a debate on whether ICP is going to be more bullish than Theta. And we're not going to get into a debate on that subject today. We're not going to try to determine which one is more bullish. I'm not going to try to sit here and tell you guys that I know which one is more bullish. My guess would be Theta, which is something you probably don't want to hear. But Theta, if I was to buy ICP or if I was to buy Theta, I would buy Theta before buying ICP. Like if let's say I had $10,000 to invest right now, I would buy Theta before I'd buy ICP. So I know that's probably what you don't want to hear because you just donated me $10, you know. But yeah. Oh no, Chris is the guy that asked the question, and Manny is the person that donated me the money. So, but yeah, no. I would probably buy Theta before I'd buy ICP, to be frankly honest with you. But they're both gonna go up. It's not like I'm saying you're not gonna get a return on ICP. So My guess is we give it a week or so and then a boom. Yeah, I think that we're starting to see the signs of a reversal. And yeah, I think within a week, we could be really, really booming here with crypto again. So for or 4QTube says thanks, Alan. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. David says, can you do BNB Tiger? Is BNB Tiger a meme coin, or is BNB, is he just calling me a tiger? We'll never know, will we? All right. So as far as BNB goes, I'm very bullish on Binance in terms of its cycle. This is wave 1 and wave 2, and we just barely broke out of the resistance of wave 1, and we're ready for wave 3, 4, and 5. And so this is why I say, you guys, crypto is set up for a bull market until 2029. That's my personal position. The crypto runs for a bull market between now and 2029. Along with the stock market, if you missed out on what I talked about earlier in the live stream, go check out this live stream later, or just zoom back if you want to and go watch. But the crypto markets are highly correlated to the stock market, and the stock market is set up for a bull run until 2029 or 2030, somewhere around there. And Binance Coin is a perfect example of, if you look at the Elliott waves, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave 5 would stop. And I know I'm just spitballing these Elliott waves here, but wave 5 would stop at around 2029, 2030. So it's looking really bullish. William Harvey says, hello, how are you doing? I wish everyone well and all get wealthy in the future. I do too, my friend. And nice XRP logo on your YouTube icon there. XRP is going to go crazy. I know a lot of people hate it, but I'll just tell you it's going to go super nuts and super bullish. Chris H says, I like your TA. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Arnold says it looks a lot like the Total 3. BNB Tiger is a meme coin, so we will know whether. Let's check out BNB Tiger. And by the way, investing in meme coins associated with specific blockchains is basically like high leverage. So if you want to get a bigger return on your investment, like let's say you had $10,000, like if you want to be a risk taker, and let's say you had $10,000 and you want to put it in Binance Coin, right? You believe in Binance Coin, you believe it's going to go parabolic and run. Well, why not buy BNB Tiger? This thing, it's going to follow Binance Coin. It's basically like leverage trading BNB, right? This thing is in a perfect accumulation pattern. We had our wave 1 and our wave 2, just like how BNB had a wave 1 and wave 2 right there. And this looks really good. This looks amazing. So as Binance Coin breaks out for wave 3, you're going to see this coin do way bigger percentage gain and a way more parabolic run than even what you're going to see with Binance Coin, which I'm super bullish on. So buying meme coins associated with specific blockchains is going to give you a bigger percentage gain. So if you're a risk taker kind of person, then buying a meme coin like BNB Tiger it's going to give you a bigger return on investment than buying BNB itself. Now, with that being said, there is more risk involved because not every single meme coin on that specific blockchain is going to go up. Some of those meme coins are going to be total pump and dumps, and some of them won't follow BNB. In the case of BNB Tiger, this looks really bullish, and I do believe it will follow BNB, so it would be a better buy than just buying BNB in terms of percentage gain. Heard of Trashcoin on Dex Screener? No, I haven't, but I will surely do analysis on it if you like. Let's pull up Trashcoin here on Trashcoin. This is why I love crypto so much, you guys. The names of these coins. This thing just got started, all right? This uptrend is not over. This is on the daily candlesticks. We've been in an uptrend since July. This is strong. This is looking really good. In fact, I'm going to go post a signal in my VIP telling people that Trashcoin is going to go higher because this uptrend just got started. You can tell by how early the trend is. The trend is your friend. We have increasing volume, increasing price. This thing is going to go a lot higher. This could do something kind of like what happened to Moodang last year, right? When Moodang went crazy and everybody bought a bunch of Moodang and it went parabolic. This looks like Moodang, early day Moodang before it went parabolic and vertical. So Trashcoin, I'm glad that you asked me to do analysis on this because I am definitely going to not only post a signal for this coin in my VIP, but I'm also going to go ahead and buy some after this live stream because this looks good. So thank you for the request. And you donated $4.99 to me, so thank you for the money too. I mean, it's a win-win for both of us because if you keep holding on to this coin, yeah, it only has 10 million in market cap. If you keep holding on to this coin, this Trashcoin, this thing could go into, 100 million in market cap or even more. It's only 9 million in market cap right now, so definitely bullish on the Trashcoin. Your volume is sometime cutting off, or is it just me? I don't know. It could just be you. I see for me on my chart on my computer, I can see the volume fine. So I don't know. It could just be maybe your resolution on your screen or something, Arnold. But crypto does have really good volume, and one of the best ways to see this is just to look at the data, because the data, the charts, they're never going to lie, right? And if you look at the total crypto market cap here, you can see in terms of volume, crypto in 2017, we were averaging 30 billion in trading volume. And then in 2021 here, we were averaging more like 500 billion. So this is when institutions started coming into crypto, right? Before the 2017 bull market, there was just smart investors. There was people that were really early to the game, but institutions started coming into crypto in this period here. That's when the institutions came in. That's when the big money really started to come into the market. And you can see it in terms of volume. So we have more trading volume in crypto right now during this whole institutional accumulation phase that started in really 2018 and 2020 is when it started. The volume started to increase. This is all institutional money right here. Big money, big players preparing for a parabolic run like I've been talking about, because they know that a blow-off top is coming on the stock market. And for them, investing in crypto is basically like leverage trading the stock market. So they're putting billions of dollars into crypto in preparation for the blow off top on the stock market, because they see crypto as a vehicle of just making a ton of money, which that's exactly what it is. Taylor Scott, always love seeing live streams, brother. What are your thoughts on Perpy? They've been pumping it on Wall Street Bet page cycle. I've already made some good returns. Yeah, let's check out Perpy. Sounds like it's a total meme coin, so let's check here first. Yep, Perpy. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. I think this is the right ticker. Let's check to see if there's two Perpys. Perpy on... Yeah, this looks like the right ticker. Yeah, so this is doing a double bottom pattern. You can see that we've already had a parabolic run here, and then we came back down for a double bottom. So I assume if you've been making good returns on it, you've been holding all through this whole period. You would have had to have bought earlier on, like back here, in order to make a return on this coin. But yeah, this is same kind of thing that I've been talking about with a lot of coins. Wave 1 and Wave 2. We have Wave 1, Wave 2, and a bigger picture Wave 3 should be coming for this coin that will take us to a new all-time high. So I'm definitely bullish on Perpy. Michael Freon, if Altcoin can get up to $1 billion in market cap, then Trash can definitely, I'm assuming you're talking about Trash, can definitely hit 100 million. Yeah, I agree 100%. There are some ridiculous named coins out there, and for some reason they go parabolic. It's because of everything that I've been talking about. Basically, since I learned this stuff, markets move because of human emotion. Yes, fundamentals play a factor in demand. Fundamentals play a factor in, there is a factor involved with fundamentals, but the primary force, the primary driving force of markets is human emotion. So that's why you have coins that are total meme coins that go up 30,000%, and then coins with like really, really good fundamentals sometimes that don't take off at all. It's because human emotion is driving that. That's the main driving force in markets. If there's demand for something, that's why penny stocks will sometimes go up 30,000% and then dump. It's because human emotion, right? People are getting excited. So the primary driving force of markets is human emotion. That's where the demand comes from. That demand can come from fundamentals, which can create human emotion and excitement, right? Or that demand can come from just people thinking something is ridiculous and funny. Like it's got a funny name, or it went viral on TikTok. But demand drives the price, and human emotion is why we get these cycles. It's the driving, that's why we're seeing these market cycles. AJ says, hey Dallin, you always say that crypto rally will blow you away. It will go nuts. It's going to be mind-boggling, but I don't see it happen in the last 4 years yet. In which year will this happen? If you want to make money in crypto, you have to be patient. So if you're gonna try to, if you want to lose money in crypto, then get impatient and sell your coins. But the stock market, the crypto markets, they are both markets of patience. And the people that get rewarded the most are the people that are the most patient. So, you know. And yeah, I've been saying crypto is going to blow people away and go nuts since I started this channel. And by the way, crypto has blown people away and gone nuts since I started this channel. I started my channel in 2016. You have to understand Bitcoin was worth like $300. All right? So yeah, crypto has been exploding and going parabolic the entire time that I've been making YouTube videos. And I believe it will continue to do so. But yeah, I have been saying that it's going to go nuts for the last 2 cycles. And just wait till it happens. You know, it's going to happen, AJ. Give it time. Thanks for the live stream today, Dallin. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Operation Shutdown, and enjoy your 24th of July. And by the way, yes, I am running a sale. So go to my Selly. And if anybody's interested, oh, well, you're already VIP, I'm pretty sure. But for anybody interested in 30% off on any of my products, apply the coupon code PIONEER, and you'll get 30% off on all of my VIP products, including one-on-one coaching. And there's an additional discount if you're already a lifetime VIP member and you want to do one-on-one coaching. Shoot me an email, and I'll give you an additional discount to upgrade from lifetime to one-on-one coaching. Do you think LTC will retest $83 level? Let's check it out and see what I see in the chart. No, I don't. No, I think Litecoin will break out. We have a double bottom breakout here. You can see our first low here, our second low here. Here's our neckline. If we go over to my Google Drive and pull up our trading patterns, you can see the example of a double bottom pattern right here. Here's our neckline, that black dotted line. So that's what Litecoin did, is a double bottom pattern. And this is our neckline right here. So that's our neckline right there on the double bottom. This is our neckline. So no, I don't think it will come back down to $83. It's doing a breakout retest. This is our support level of the neckline. It's very common for you to break above a neckline, come back down and test it as support before pushing higher. And so I believe what's coming for Litecoin based on the chart, we have our wave 1 and 2. There's our ABC correction, and we're preparing for wave 3. So a parabolic run here for Litecoin coming soon. William Harvey says you only lose money in crypto when you sell your crypto. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. If you're investing in good coins, good projects, it's very similar to the stock market. You're only going to lose money if you sell. You know, like people that sold in 2008 regretted it. People that sold in March of 2020 when the stock market crashed regretted it. People that sold their stocks recently when the stock market crashed recently, let's pull up the Dow Jones, because everybody was afraid of tariffs and Donald, the whole crazy situation. They regretted it. It recovered. It 100% recovered. The stock market recovered. Now, there is a time when the bigger cycle where taking profits is necessary, both in crypto and in the stock market where you do want to sell. But as a general rule of thumb, if you're investing in good projects and you hold through the bear markets, you're going to come out on top. It's panic selling that's going to screw you over. So I agree 100% on that. AJ says, Dallin, wear your feather hat. This actually is my feather hat. It's just that you can't see the feather on this one as good as you could with my last fedora. So let's see. Do you think BCH will hit higher fibs like BTC did in its early cycles? Thanks, brother. Yes, I do. I think BCH, along with the blow-off top coming in the stock market until 2029, this is my personal position on the markets, that we will have a blow-off top coming on the stock market from now until 2029, like a roaring 20s repeat, where the stock market goes crazy. And during that period of time, I believe BCH will not only hit a new all-time high, but BCH will hit those higher extensions like I've discussed in my previous videos, comparing it not only to the Bitcoin fractal, but also to the Litecoin accumulation fractal, which are both very valid and very accurate comparisons of what's going on here in terms of human emotion. So here's Bitcoin in one of its early cycles, like your question. And you can see here, if we take our extension tool and we do the same thing here with Bitcoin Cash, you can see that Bitcoin rallied all the way up to the 17,618 Fibonacci extension, which is a very, very, very high extension, measuring from that ABC correction down. Now, if we get a similar move here with BCH, between now and 2029, BCH could hit $20,000 per coin, which would be very similar to what Bitcoin did when Bitcoin went from being worth $500 down here and to hitting $20,000 per coin in its highest extension, right? So it really is set up to do the exact same thing that Bitcoin did in 2016 and 2017. The only thing that's different is that it will take between now and 2029, instead of 2 years like it took with Bitcoin, it'll take a little bit longer to happen. It'll take from now until 2029 to hit those higher extensions of $20,000 per Bitcoin Cash. But I do believe it will happen. And it is coming soon. It's coming very soon. The parabolic movement is coming soon, but my personal position is that because the stock market is set up for a blow-off top between now and 2029, we'll go back to the stock market chart here, that we're going to see crypto follow stocks between now and 2029. So it will take a little bit longer than what we saw with the 2017 bull market and what we saw with the 2021 bull market. It'll take longer to reach these extensions. You know, it's not just going to happen in the next 3 months, in the next year. It could take until 2029 for us to reach $20,000 per BCH, but I do believe that's what we will see happen. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. We are an hour in now, and it's Pioneer Day, so I'm going to spend some time with my family. But before I do, I am going to go ahead and drop a link for my VIP products here. So that's my store. If you apply the coupon code PIONEER, you will get 30% off on all of the, you'll get 30% off on all of my VIP products, whether it be one-on-one coaching or lifetime VIP, and it lasts until midnight tonight. So you have until midnight tonight to get 30% off. So the link is in the live chat, but really if you want to just go there directly, maybe. Apparently this link isn't working. Let's try this. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, if you want to just go there directly, just type in highaltitudeinv.selly.store, and any of my products 30% off if you use the coupon code PIONEER. Right here you can just type in PIONEER, 30% off on one-on-one coaching, lifetime VIP, or any of my VIP products until midnight tonight. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos and future live streams. And as always, stay profitable out there and happy Pioneer Day.